There's a voice inside that screams when the noise outside gets too loud. It's the same voice that burns in the gut the moment you realize that every tactic, every strategy you've been sold, every shortcut offered, all those gimmicks and hacks, they only take you so far. You know it's true because right now, despite every trick in the book, you're stuck. Not because you lack skill, money, or connections. Far from it. You're stuck because no number of external moves can fill that restless fire inside. That itch you can't scratch with spreadsheets, deals, or even the sharpest mentors. It's the ache of something deeper, something no outside tactic was made to fix. This isn't about learning more. It's about unlocking you. The inner mastery that outperforms every external tactic, every market trend, every algorithm update is the real game changer. And it's ignored at your own peril. The world out there will always try to sell you answers. It's loud, throwing shiny distractions and so-called shortcuts at you, whispering that your future is a formula away. But what it doesn't see? What many leaders, founders, investors, and movers miss, the real leverage is inside. The power isn't in the next big thing. It's in mastering your own mind, your own habits, your inner world. And no one is coaching that hard enough because it's messy. It's uncomfortable. It takes more than willpower. It requires a deep dive into who you are and who you want to be, beyond the founder's title, beyond the investor's ego, beyond every achievement you've stacked. This mastery, this inner control, it's the difference between surviving the storm and commanding it. Life, and capitalism itself, is brutally honest. Either you control your internal state or your external world will collapse beneath you, no matter how shiny the tech, how thick your business plan. Look around. All the brilliant tactics, the rapid growth hacks, the market manipulations, how many do you see crumbling? Because without inner mastery, they're castles built on sand. Yes, the market shifts, competitors move, opportunities flash like lightning. But if your mind cracks, your focus fractures, if your resilience breaks, none of that matters. The fallback is internal strength. That's where true freedom lives. Not in compliance with systems, rules, or best practices, but in rewriting the rules of your own mind. And here's the brutal truth. Most people want the easy way out. They chase external validation, shiny trophies, and applause. But that's slavery disguised as success. True mastery spits in the face of comfort and demands something harsher. Honesty about yourself, your fears, and your limits. Letting go of illusions is painful, but necessary. Because once you stop running from your own truth, that's when external tactics stop feeling like a band-aid and start becoming tools in your hands. So how do you actually master this internal game? It's not about meditating 4 hours a day or turning into a guru overnight. It's about breaking down the walls built from years of conditioned thought, the shoulds imposed by society, the doubts seeded by failures, the noise from a system that wants you docile and predictable. Mastery starts by stripping away anything that isn't you, not your job, not your role, not your network, but the raw core inside. That core is the real capital, unmeasurable and unseen by the stock market or the latest algorithm. When you link that core to your actions, your leadership, your choices, the effect is unstoppable. You don't just play the game, you change it. Every great founder knows this, even if they don't say it aloud. The moment internal mastery takes over, external strategy becomes easier, sharper, more meaningful. You stop chasing every trend. You're no longer reactive to chaos. You lead with a calm ferocity, a clear mind that cuts through noise like a blade. This clarity can't be faked. It's not a product of success, it is the source of success. It means no panic when deals fall through, no distraction from setbacks, no illusion that success depends on luck. It depends on knowing your own limits so well that you can push past them. Because mastery is not perfection, it's resilience. And here's the spark most miss. Inner mastery doesn't isolate you. It reconnects you. It aligns your purpose so powerfully that everything around you begins to harmonize. Your team, your investors, your decisions, they start syncing because you resonate with a higher frequency. That's the real network effect. The link between rare individuals who refuse to be average, who won't settle for the comfortable lie of so-called best practices. When you own your internal world, you become a magnet for others who burn just as fiercely. You create synergy out of what felt like chaos or opposition. This inner alchemy transforms competition into collaboration, isolation into unstoppable influence. Think about the leaders who you admire most. Chances are their secret is not just external knowledge, but an inner discipline that gives them long-term vision and the guts to stay steady when others are losing their heads. That discipline is invisible, unreported, but it's what builds empires that last beyond quarterly profits. It's the heartbeat of capitalism that redefines itself over centuries. Because capitalism thrives when individuals refuse to be cogs in the machine and instead become architects of reality. This channel, this movement, is not about adding noise. It's about fueling the essence, the raw power locked inside each founder, investor, and visionary who's done wasting time on distractions. The few who understand that no external hack can replace the work required to build yourself as the ultimate asset. It's about taking that restless fire, that unbearable tension inside that's begging for more, and turning it into a weapon of self-sovereignty. That's how to outsmart markets, timelines, and systems designed to trap you in cycles of mediocrity. By mastering your internal game first, the mechanics outside finally start to serve you. The question isn't, can inner mastery outperform external tactics? It's whether you have the courage to stop searching for quick fixes and start becoming the rare individual who destroys every shortcut and demands transcendence. Because when that happens, barriers crumble. Competition becomes irrelevant. You don't just keep up, you lead the way others chase. You don't just survive change, you become the change. So confront the brutal fact. Every system you trust is fragile. Every structure can collapse. Every supposedly stable reality depends on assumptions that can shift without warning. Your only real investment is in mastering yourself, because that's the only asset that's truly yours, that no one else can take or copy. This mastery means owning your will like it's a weapon, questioning everything that feels like comfort or convention, refusing to settle for borrowed lives or ready-made solutions, and knowing that patience, the long game, is your greatest ally. The world is full of followers. The noise is built by those who fear losing control. But the edge, the radical few who reject safety, comfort, and consensus, they don't just change the game, they redefine the rules for everyone else. If you feel that burning tension inside, that whisper that your destiny is bigger than the limits set by others, that whisper is the sound of your inner master ready to step forward. It's the call to become sovereign in a world that doesn't want you to be. To transform not only your reality, but to ignite the new reality for all who will follow. This is the fight worth fighting, the mastery worth owning, the life worth creating. Because capital, the ultimate capital, is the mastery of yourself, which no external system, no tactic, no trend can ever outperform. That's where true power lives, raw and untamed, waiting for you to claim it. Every second wasted chasing after external tricks is a second lost from building the invincible core inside. The choice is clear. The only question left is whether to stay a prisoner of illusions or to break free and become truly unstoppable.